Welcome back, everybody. In this session or section, we will talk about strings. Yeah, first let me just close the open files not to get confused. And I call this file name strings.py. Sometimes it's not a very good idea to use some word that is somehow similar to some already available modules, but it's okay for this string. I call it just strings.py. And then what is string, guys? So what's a string? Actually, a string is a text data type, a text data type. And we can use to create a string, we can use a single quote, or we can use a double quote and that string. Yeah. Now let's declare, for instance, a character. But let's also, what's the length of a string? It could be just one character or many pages, very big text. Okay, so for instance, letter this a string. I am storing the letter A at the variable L. Let's just print L. As you can see, it's A. How about if I just make A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. As you can see now, I just stored from A to Z. Yeah, great. So maybe you can just change it. I told you that numeric, what's the, I forgot the word. Mnemonic, I think, yeah, mnemonic, it's hard to say. So let's make it mnemonic letters. So if you change it to letters, so it makes sense that it's the English alphabet, the letters from A to, oh yeah, great, let's count them. Everybody knows the English alphabet, right? How many are they? Okay, you tell me. How many are they? If I wrote it properly, then this should be, everybody should know. Tell me, write to me or on the chat if you don't want to speak, okay? Before I count them. How many English alphabets do we have? 28? Maybe that's for Finnish. Yeah, 26, it should be 26. So let's use the len built-in function to know the length of this string. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, 26. Let's declare vowels. How many vowels do we have? A, E, I, O, U. Great. Yeah, so these are the vowels. And even you can just consonants, and you can say B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. Sometimes Y is, I think, kind of in between, right? It can be a vowel or it can be a consonant. So as you can see, these are all the letters, these are the vowels, and these are the consonants. Yeah. Let's, how many consonants do you see? Length of, I mean, vowels. I think first let's go for vowels. How many vowels are you expecting? Oh, guys, you tell me. Help me out.
It's 5.
5. It should be 5. As you can see, it's 5. Oh, yeah, great. And how many consonants are you expecting? Consonants. I think when you take 5 from 26, I am expecting 21. Yes, great. So I think we have this upper, for instance, print letters dot upper. So we have learned built-in functions. Now it's our first time when we are using actually methods, but methods usually they come with dot something, the object. Now everything will be to uppercase. Have you seen? To upper. And let's do the same for print vowels, the vowels to upper again. Yeah, as you can see, oh, it changes. So this is a built-in function. This is a built-in function, but this is a method. Yeah, so last time I showed you about the dir built-in function. If you write just print dir, and if you just write letters, this one, it gives you the available methods actually. Let's just print out, oh yeah, as you can see, different methods. The methods I used, for instance, I used upper so far, and upper should be somewhere. Okay, let's see, upper. It should be, yeah, it's here, upper. Title case, swap case, stripe. Okay, now we will talk about, now let's create a string. For instance, I can say on a challenge, the name of the challenge. Have you ever heard of 30 days of Python? Okay, this is just a text string. Now let's just say print challenge dot upper. If I change this to, you will have you seen I managed to change everything to. And now how about if I want to make title case? Actually, this has been already changed. Title case means, let me just make this. Title case means actually changing every letter to upper. Let me show you. Yeah. No. Sorry, I just repeat that title, okay? As you can see, D became now upper, O upper, and P is also upper. And for your surprise, for instance, if I have this now capital, and if I have also this capital, let me show you a very crazy Python method. And if I have this also capital, let me show you this, the swap case. Print challenge swap. The swap is actually change the lower to upper, the upper to lower. And I think it's better. Have you seen D was upper and now it's lower and everything is capital because it was lower at the very beginning. Yeah, so it's swap. It just change, interchange. Yeah, great. Now, for instance, if I want to look for something, I can use the find print the challenge dot find. And if I am looking for 0, is there 0 here? Yeah, actually I can look for 0. Yeah, it gave me the index. We didn't learn index before, right? So now actually it's also time to learn index. And I think if I take you here, I put this very clearly that we represent in Python, this is the index. This is in a list, but before list, I should have somewhere. But it's the same actually. It's somehow the same. Everything will be like, it starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we start counting from 0. For instance, if I want to get the P, I have to use 0 to slice out. Yeah. So now at 0, this is at 0 index. 1, this empty space is at the second. D at the 4th index. So now you tell me what is the index of Y. You count and tell me. Okay, I can help you. 0, 1, 2. I mean the empty space. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be 5. Yes, we got it. So if this is 5, and then you tell me what's the index of F.
So it should be 9.
Yeah, it should be 9. Yes. Great. Now you got it. So whenever you don't know what mates to use, as you can see, we use the dir, and the dir is actually showing me, and even it says is upper. Really, is upper is to check. Let me just show you. Let's say language. We are learning the language. What language are we learning? Python. So let's say print language. If I say upper, what am I doing? I'm changing everything to upper. You can see I'm changing everything to upper. And print language, or maybe len language. Now I just want to know the length of it's 6. If I am interested to get the first letter P, I can actually slice out like this, 0. Because it's here. Yeah, but how about if I'm interested to take out P and Y? I can say starting from 0, go to 0, 1, 2. But it doesn't include 2. So it gives me a possibility to slice out from here. Oh yeah, PY. How about if I'm interested to slice out actually this thon? So we can say 0, 1, 2. So we have to start from here to up to the end. Do we care? If we don't want to stop anywhere, we can just leave this like this without any end. The end, the start, the end, you can just leave it like that. Oh yeah, thon. Oh yeah, but if you want to slice ON or maybe N, you can go the other way. If you count from this side, you should start from 0. If you start from the other side, from the left side, you should start -1. Oh, what? Language. And if you say -1, I am about slicing N. Oh, yeah. Then if you say -1, then if you say -2, so 0, no, -1, -2. So if you do something like this, I am about to slice on, as you can see, on. And even there's a technique to actually reverse this. If you do something like this, it's the technique. I don't know even how this works. And you will reverse the Python to reversed version, as you can see. Yeah, it's so an easy and handy way to reverse this Python, that string Python. What we saw here is actually slicing. Yeah. In addition, we have to learn also changing to lowercase, because we have seen how to change to upper, but we have to see also lowercase. Let's see lower everything. Oh yeah, everything lower. And title case, print title, language dot title, but we can't see the title case unless we have some Python for human beings. Okay, now let's change this to title case. Have you seen P capital? Of course, it was capital at the very beginning. F is now capital, but it was small, right? H capital, but it was small. B is capital, and because of this, the title. Now let's do swap case. Print title, language. Language.swap case. The swap is actually, it changes. This will be lower and the other will be actually upper because it's swapping. Great. Yeah, that's how we see swapping. Now let's check again another, maybe is upper print language is upper. That means, is it upper? Guys, tell me, is it upper or not? It's not. It is because this is upper, but the rest are not upper. So it should be false. Oh, yeah. How about, is it lower? How about, is it lower? No, it's not lower. This should be also false. To make it lower, I have to change this to P. Now it should be true. Yeah, have you seen? We managed. Now again, let's practice print language.count. By the way, there is this count method to count how many, is there any repeating characters in here? No, I think I don't see any. So if you count, for instance, how many O's do we have? How many O's do we have? I think it's not all that. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Count. And so I'm expecting 1. Yeah, 1. But I think another good example could be for this Mississippi. I think Mississippi. I don't know how to write Mississippi. I will check it on the internet. Mississippi. Oh yeah, I got it. Thanks. The internet is the best thing in this world, right? Oh yeah, so let's just call it the city. Let's declare Mississippi. Oh yeah, do you see some repetition here, guys? Oh yeah, I can see I. How many times do you see I? 4 times. Is 4 times P and 2 times. Yeah, so if I say print the city, count, how many I's do we have in the city? Oh yeah, Python is so smart, yeah. And then print a city dot count and then S. How many S do I have? Oh yeah. And if we go again, print city and dot count, then if I go for P and I'm expecting 2. Yes. Now, do you remember we used the find to find some find, maybe I. What do you expect? What's the value of this?
It should be 1, the index.
0, 1. How about this? The other I. What are you going to do?
That was my previous question, actually.
Okay, then I will answer that. Okay. So in Python, if you use the find, it just gives you the index of the first occurrence. So this one, right? So let's see, as you said, it's 1. But if you are interested in the last, you can say city and then right find in the right side. So that means the last occurrence of the I. So let's count it. We have to count, I don't know how many. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's 10. Yes. So we have this find from the left side or the last occurrence. So there are quite lots of methods. So far as you can see, we have used upper, title, swap, case, stripe. What is a stripe? Okay, let me show you. I have this, yeah, trailing space, and you have something like this. Do you need this space? Maybe sometimes you don't. So let me show you city. And now if I print this city, I will show you Have you seen the space here? But you don't see it in this side. At least you see it in this side, right? Yeah, it's visible. As you can see, there's some space. So we can use this stripe, print cd, stripe, stripe also has stripe in the left side or the right side, but I want to just stripe from, no, it's not split, stripe. And then I want to just, have you seen now, the striped one doesn't have any trailing space. Yeah, but have you seen here, even you can see the space in this side. Actually, it's hard to see it. Okay, but at least you can see there is indentation in that space is because of this trailing space. Yeah. And if you see now again, you may see, yeah. Is there, what about the second Y? Which way? What do you mean?
That was the previous question I mentioned. In Python, what was the word? I don't remember. There were two I's, like in Mississippi. If you take Mississippi as an example, we have 4 I's, but now we know how to find the index of the first and the last I. What about what if we want to find the index of every single I in Mississippi?
Yes, that's good. Yeah, now,
thanks.
Yes, now we have learned also this trailing space. Let me remove that. Yeah, now that question is something I can't answer now because it will be very confusing for you guys. But of course, you can target them manually, print cd, and I have to target them manually. Now I can see that this is at the second, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This at the 4s, right? So manually. Why manually? Because as you can see, or find or find. Yeah, I think so. Manually. That's how. But there is a way loop. We will come to that later. We can have the so-called loop. Letter in CD, you don't have to know this. Yeah, so this loop allow me to go through every element. Have you seen? So we will come to that later. And sometimes, guys, by the way, when we have a string, something like this, we can also use this, the list constructor. And if you just drop this, we can change this to list of items. Yeah, have you seen? Oh yeah, just list. Hey cd, now I'm changing the cd to list. Yeah, great. Okay, so let's see more examples from here. Something we didn't cover yet. As you can see, the stripe, you can stripe from the left side or only from the right side. So I think I opened not something I want. For instance, if you say this, let me show you. I can show you for with stripe. I'm doing here stripe. Let me comment this out, but maybe right stripe, it's just a stripe from the right. Did it start? No, it didn't. As you can see, it was not striped because it's to the right. But if you want to the left, I can stripe the left side and you will definitely see, yeah, it has been striped out, as you can see here. So sometimes we want to stripe either from the left or the right, but most of the time I prefer just to stripe it both sides. Yeah, so that is one technique to remove unnecessary space. And there is also this index. Oh yeah, what's this index? To check the index of this. Oh, now you may ask me the same question. Okay, print cd.index of m. So what's the index of m in this? Everybody knows. Yes, I think I was. Why? What? Sometimes if you don't know where that is coming, what is the index and whatever. So you can have a label, put something to identify. What's the index? 1, but it seems M is not at 1. Yeah, have you seen, guys?
Because of the space, yeah.
Because of the space was so hard for me to see it. Now let's just remove that. I was expecting 0 and it's 0. But what's the index of I? And this also gives you again, actually, the same as somehow find. It is the same as find. Really, yes. But let me tell you, do we have capital I? Do we have capital I? We don't have, right? But if you are trying to look for capital I from this, and let's see what we get. Oh yeah, it's a crash. It raised an error, value error. It's not working. Our application is crashing. How about instead of, if we did use actually find, what would be the result? -1. Oh yeah, so it's so elegant. I would recommend you to use find instead of index. They work somehow the same, but find's elegant because when you don't find the value, it doesn't crash. Instead, it gives you -1. -1 means then you can decide that that character or the value you're looking for is not there. Yeah. Great. Let's move on. So I have to see the different methods we printed out. So I just capitalize. Oh yeah, let's see how capitalize we can use. And for instance, print, I have some text. I love Python. Let's change this to just capitalize and let's see the result. Yeah, as you can see, the capitalize, the difference between uppercase and the capitalized. Capitalize, just capitalize the first letter of the string. So it's only, but if you use title, look at the difference of title now. Title, just capitalize every word. This will be capital, this will be capital. Maybe I can also show you just lowercase, lowercase, and you will have a chance to see the difference. Oh yeah, this is actually title and this is actually capitalize. Capitalize just only the first letter of the string. Yeah, I hope you got it. You may, so now another very important, we have used the count and end with. It's so important, guys, so important. Now, for instance, if I say country, of course, I will say Finland. Okay, is the Fin starts with Fin? Okay, print a country. Is Finland starts with Fin? Is it true? Does it Finland starts with Fin? Of course, yes. Yeah, it should be true. But guys, this, if I just make this lowercase, since it starts with like uppercase, it doesn't work. It should be false. So you have to watch out the case. It's very case sensitive. So yes, Finland starts with, okay, let's think, is Finland starts with F, print country starts with F, lowercase. Okay, you tell me, is it going to be true or false?
It should be false.
Yes, it should be false, so we have to make it uppercase and it should be true. Okay, now print country, Finland, of course, the start ends with. Is Finland ends with D, upper D. What do you think about this? Uppercase D.
It's again false.
It's false. How about if we just change it to lowercase d?
It becomes true. Yeah.
And now let's do a print country. And Swiss is Finland and Switzerland. What do you think? Yes, it's
true. Yes.
Oh yeah, now we learned a very important method and Swiss and start Swiss with string. And let's see, yeah, we're just devouring these string methods. And let me see some important methods that we shouldn't omit. Oh yeah, most people do not teach it, but I have this is lower, we have seen it already. And join is very important. Okay. Sometimes you may have something like this. You may have, okay, some skills. It's skills, and it may be something like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, maybe, and Python. So these are actually a set of skills. Yeah. So we have to join them. We have to join, for instance, you can say just empty, like empty string, dot, join, and then you pass skills. And let's see the result. As you can see, I am joining it with this, and you can see the result. And then we will modify it from there. Okay. Huh. Have you seen this? Because I didn't put a space, but if you, that means, hey, add space after each item. No, much better, but in English language, we have this comma and space, right? After an item. Oh, this is elegant. Oh yeah, so how this works is actually, you can put anything you want here. Wow. And it just works for you, okay? But now just for sake of better formatting, let's put it like this. So that is how you use join. Remember, join is also very important. It comes quite often. Whenever you need to solve problem, you really need it. Okay, is alpha. Okay, is alpha means alphanumeric. I mean alpha. Is everything alphabet? Okay, let me show you. Print ABC or whatever. If you say is alpha, now I'm checking if this is just alphabetic. So as you can see, everything is alphabetic, right? So it should be true. As you can see, it should be true. It should be true. How about if I add 1 to 3? It's not anymore because it's a mix of numbers. Yeah. And false. Okay, then I want to make this true. And I will show you another example. How about if I say 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, whatsoever. But as you can see, this one is a mix of, so it should be false. Now let's make this maybe true. To make true is alpha numeric. Is alpha numeric. This one. What do you think about this? Alpha is alphanumeric means is it
should
number?
Be true.
Yeah, this should be true. Yes. How about if we say print 1, 2, 3 and then is digit? Is decimal. Okay, so let's see this. As you can see, it's true because we have numbers here. And also you can check also actually 1, 2, 3 is numeric should be also, is numeric also to be true. Yeah, because it's number. Is digit also should be true. 1, 2, 3 is digit. Should be also true. As you can see, it's true. So there's many ways to check if our values a number or a string. As you can see, Python is so easy. It's human readable. You don't have to be a Python ninja to read Python code. It's already human readable, right? Yeah, it's up to how you look at it. Okay, let's see more important methods to look at is identifier. Yeah, by the way, I will show you this is identifier. Do you remember Python variable names? Can this be a Python variable name? Tell me. Is it okay? Yes.
It is. Yeah.
How about this? Okay. How about this? Which one is wrong? Tell me which one is in, I mean,
the first hyphen name is subtracting, so it shouldn't be. Okay.
Yeah. Which one is wrong?
The third one?
Mm-hmm. The third one, and this is
yes.
also wrong. Yeah?
Yeah.
We shouldn't start with number.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But we can start with underscore, by the way. Yeah. For instance, if is a reserved word in Python, but we can make it a variable name by doing like this, by adding this. So when you add underscore, if will not be anymore a reserved word. For is a reserved word. Range, for instance, is a built-in function, right, guys? You can use range as in a variable name. But why do you care? Why you make things complicated like this? Don't do that. But I'm just showing you the possibility. Yeah. Okay. So is identifier help us, for instance, year. Let me show you. Print year and is identifier. Could this be an identifier? Yes, it should be true. Yes, it's true. Yeah. How about if I add number to 21? It should be false because it's starting with number. Yeah. How about if it starts with underscore? It's okay. Yes. How about if it starts with a symbol, for instance, a dollar? It should be false. Yeah. So this identifier allow us also if a variable name is okay or not. Yep. This one, we have seen this. Replace is good, but we have seen this right find to check the last occurrence, right index also to check the last or the index of the last occurrence. Yeah, but instead of index, I would recommend you to use find because find is very safe because if it's not found, it just provide -1. Let's see the last method, replace. Yes. Okay, let's imagine we have a statement here. Replace, I have a statement or a sentence, and I call it, I love people. Love is the most important thing in this world. Okay. As you can see, we have love a couple of times. Let's replace that love to something else, another word. So sentence dot print sentence dot replace. So we have to have, I want to replace love with something else. What's instead of love? Another, maybe let's just go extreme. Oh, hate. Of course, no one exchange love with the hate, but here in this case, because we're just doing Python example, and just to make the example so visible, let's go for it. Oh, I hate people. Love is the most important thing in this world. But as you can see, we didn't manage to change this one. Why? Because this one is uppercase, and this one is, this one is, yeah. But if this was lowercase, we will change everything. As you can, I hate people. Hate is the most important thing in this world. Oh. Anyway, maybe I can say I love JavaScript, or maybe JavaScript. JavaScript, and JavaScript is the most important language in this world, of course. Why not? Maybe. Okay, so now I can say, because guys, we are learning Python here. Why we are talking about JavaScript? Who cares? So then let's just change the old, the JavaScript word by the new, the Python, right? So this just makes sense. What? What's wrong? JavaScript, yeah, because of this dot, guys. Yeah, because of
I is missing, sorry. JavaScript, SCRIPT in the first one. Yeah, in your sentence.
JavaScript, yes, maybe that's, yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. I love Python. Python is the most important language in this world. Yeah, great, guys. So let's recap here. What methods in the maybe I think before we recap, there's something I would love to add here. For instance, first name, I can say my name, right? And last name, I can just say Itai. And age, of course, everybody knows I'm 150. And the country, and Finland. And the city, and it's going to be in Helsinki. And skills, remember, the reason why we need this, we need it at some point. I can just get this down. Now, how about if I want to make full name? We use concatenation, actually. Full name. So I can say first name plus last name, just to connect to string the first name and the last name. And let's see the value. Print full name like this. Okay, but it would be much better something like this. This is much better, right? Great. So I added actually additional empty string over here. How about if I'm interested to add my age? How about if I want to say something like this? I am Savina Itai, and I am 250 years old. I live in Helsinki, Finland. I have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python, something like this. How do I write this, guys? I will show you in 2 ways, okay? Now, as you can see, I have already full name over here. So let's start printing. Print the full name. Okay, let's print out. Oh, so I have to add I am, then plus, right? Oh, great. So we are already here. So, but I need the full stop, right? Yeah, but it's a bit tiring, but we have to keep doing that. Then what's that? I am 250 years old. I am plus I have to call the age, so plus age plus 200 years old. Let's try. But as you can see, we can't concatenate number and string, so we have to change this to string. Now it should work again. As you can see, I am a subnet type, but I have to give it space here, maybe. 2 years old, and I have to do a full stop. Okay, going well so far, and I live in Helsinki, Finland. plus I live in, and then plus the city, plus comma and space, and then plus the country. Okay, let's see what we have so far. Yeah, but we have to have a space in here, somewhere here. Let's do. It's not easy, but we have to do it up to the end. Then we have to add this the full stop and space and plus I have the skills. How do I add that? The skills, do you remember the join? So I have to do the join. So space, actually the bed space and dot join skills. And now let's see. Yeah, I have the skills plus, yeah, I think the dot, full stop at the end. Oh yeah, this is tiring, right? It might be tiring. Okay, so another good way of writing this, we call it, this is the older way of writing, the latest way of writing. Let me just take this, I will show you, and we can say print, and I can put this like this. And then we need F, that means formatting. I remove this and replace it with full name. And I remove this and replace it with age. And I remove this and replace it with city. I remove this. What is this, guys? Tell me this. What is this?
Country.
It's a country, so it should be replaced with
Country.
Country. Okay, great. And what is this? These are actually skills. If I just replace it with skills like this, let's see what the result. Yeah, it becomes something like this. This is not what you want. So we have to first join it with the join method. And of course, you can do this operation outside first. Why? I think this is too deep for, maybe I have to do this operation outside. So I can do formatted. First, I have to format the skill. Formatted the skills, and then join.
Sorry, R is missing from format.
Yeah, what? Okay, format. Yes, formatted, but this is just I create the name, okay, guys? So then formatted skills, formatted skills. Now, yeah, this looks beautiful, and if you do this, oh yeah, which do you prefer, guys? This or this? I would say this is so easy, the second one. And another way also, you can do another way, something like this. Instead of F, you can say dot format. And the format, so you have to have all here full name, and you have to have the age, you have to have the city, you have to have the country, and you have to have the formatted skills, as you can see. So another way, but you don't put it like this, just it should be open, I mean empty. So Python just knows where to insert this value. So this goes to here, this goes to here, and this goes to here, this goes to here. Yeah, so that is another way of doing, and we have to see, and we should get the same result, as you can see. Yeah, but I want to show you maybe with a small example, For instance, if I have A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 3, and you may say, hey, print, if I say the value, maybe you may say A plus B is equal to A plus B, right? So you may expect something like this. I will show you. Yeah, this. But this is not what you want. You should get 3 plus 4 should be 7. How do we write that? One way, we can say print, and then actually there's many ways of writing this. We can say, I can say A and B, and you can say actually percent D plus percent D is equal to, and then actually percent again D, and then we have to have here A plus B. Let's see the result of this. Oh, 4 plus 3, 7. Well, what's going on here, you may ask. Okay, this value will come in here. This D means decimal numbers, 4 numbers, okay? How about if it was something else? Last time we have seen the case of watermelon, right? Watermelon. Oh, melon, how do we write watermelon? Doesn't matter. If you see, for instance, you can say this should be string. Now we don't need a kind of, if you just say like this, so this to come together, it will be concatenated and we should get watermelon. Have you seen watermelon? Oh yeah, great. How about if it was a kind of a calculation or something? We use F sometimes. For instance, if we divide this, we can see actually, let's divide this. As you can see, this is going to be division, and let's also divide this. And if it's a division, and if it's going to be a float, so because this is going to be some kind of floating number, as you can see, yeah? We don't use D. Let's see if we put D. What's the result actually? Oh, have you seen? It was chopped off, right? Yep. Because we use D, it's for integers. So you don't want your data to be chopped off. So you have to. But now we have still the possibility to also make it to maybe the 3 significant digits. Okay, let's try that. Oh yeah, maybe 2 significant digits. Oh yeah, maybe 1 significant digit. Great. Oh yeah, so with this method, you can go all the way down, and what you should do is actually you can change this, maybe I think instead minus, and let's just change this to also minus. And now since using subtraction, we are going to get integers, so let's make that, and multiplication, you multiply, and you should get also again D, and let's just multiply this. We will keep this, and whole floor division, with floor division we should get also again this. And what's left, you should tell me, because we did this 100 times, and the remainder. Okay, so we can use the remainder, and this should be also D. And now we are left with exponential, and it's going to be star to stars, and we should get this. So if you print this out, it will be beautiful, but we made some mistakes somewhere. Maybe this line, because, you know, we never know. Oh, is that? Let me check again. Because yes, there's a maybe I have to use the, let me try with this. As you can see, this is conflicting with this symbol, the modulus is conflicting with the percentage. So I have to use the escape character, this. Let me try escaping modulus Python string. Yes, this doesn't happen. This should escape it.
Should there be a space after the skip? Shouldn't there be a space after the skip?
You mean after this?
Yeah.
Then if that's the case, it's far apart. It's far apart. It doesn't tell the. You should be right away. Okay, maybe. In Python, I have never faced this. At least, okay, let me try another options. Maybe let's just put this with double quote. Oh, what? Where was I? No, don't do that. Oh yeah, I think I have a problem here. For some reason, I couldn't manage to skip from this character, but we have it's okay. We have another way of doing this. I can skip this one with another method. So if I am doing it differently, since it may take me some time to solve this problem, so I can just use another alternative of doing the same thing for that specific, and we can use, for instance, this dot format maybe. And no, I don't need this maybe. So if I try now, as you can see, I got some data over there. Yeah, so this is one way, and this is also, we call it the old way of formatting. Then the other formatting actually is the latest, and we change everything here to, we don't need anything here, we remove that. I can remove everything and change F and then what I need, and I remove everything here and change it to this. Even actually, I think I can first show you with the format method. Maybe I think that's much better. I can just remove this, and I can remove this also, and then something like this. And let's remove this also all the way down everywhere and change this to just something like this. Great, so far great. We change also this to something like this, and we change this to just empty curly bracket. Yeah, so easy, right, guys? And we don't need this. Maybe I think the percentage, I can just select all the percentage. Maybe here still there's something that has to be changed. By the way, everything is the same, so it has some uniformity. Yeah, the problem of formatting everything at once is, I think this is good enough. So you come up to here, dot format, you call it just format. And then again, I call also this dot format. Now this should work. By the way, this and this is the same, and it's up to you to decide later, but I will recommend you which is much better. As you can see, it works now. Yeah, here again, we have to format this. So when we divide, it's a kind of, yeah, so it seems, I think we can do something like to F, something like this, and we can take it off. Or we don't need, I think, this one. That's, yeah, have you seen? I managed to chop it off. So one significant digit. Great. And in this case, by the way, if you want to interchange, for instance, this is 1, 2. So if you say, for instance, now it's 4, if you say 1 in here, and if you say 2 in here, I think you are exchanging the values. But I think it's a 0, 0, 1, 2. Can we use the index? I thought so. Yeah, but I think for the time being, just let's just do not complicate things. As you can see, this goes to here, this goes to here, and the sum goes to here. Okay, what's the second? The second and the last, I mean, the last I would recommend is this one. Why I recommend this one is because it's so natural. It's so, and I can say, I want to select it like this. No, maybe I have to select it like this. No, I don't. How about if I select? Yeah, now I managed to select what I want and add F. After that, you don't need all this thing. We don't need this all thing, maybe. Let me just select all the format thing and destroy. Yes, you don't need most of the things. This is good enough, extra, extra. Seems so here we have A and then B, A plus B. Yeah, so straightforward, right? And then what you should do, just A, and then B, 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 and then B, and then B. Of course, you can declare, but we don't have A yet. It's 4, and we have B3. And then A minus B, and A multiplied by B. You can also do the operation outside, but you can do it also here. A divided by B. And B floor division, I mean A floor division B. Floor division is like this, and A modulus B, and A the power of B. I think we are done now, and let's see the result. And again, we have this problem, And what we should do when we divide, I think if we say this and 0, I mean to f. Now it's hard. How do we put this? It's better if we do the operation first. Yeah, I can say the division A divided by B, and then I can do the division part here. Then we can say 0.2, and the value is actually div. No, 0. Okay. F formatting, I think. F4 formatting. Decimal in yeah, but I'm right. Why did it? Yeah. I forgot. I have to put the value here. Should be the div should be here and the other side. So as you can see, we have this value, but we want to chop it off by 2 significant digits. And if you want to make it 1, you can just yes. Yeah, this was the longest video related to strings. What did you learn in here? Actually, you have covered everything you need about Python strings. But is it just everything? Not everything, but good enough. And you learn while you go through the other topics. Yeah, maybe before wrap up, this is very important. I don't like to skip that method. For instance, if I have a sentence, I love Python. How many words do you see in this sentence? How many words do you see in this sentence? It's at least I
3
see.
words.
Yes. So we can split these 2 words. Split. If you do split, you will get words. List of words. Let's see. Have you seen? List of words. And this one is actually, for instance, if you want to also split at some specific place, lab. So it remove lab and it split I and Python. As you can see, I and Python. Of course, the space is also there. Of course, you can add space in this direction, in both direction, and this you will have only I and Python. It will be just clean, as you can see. Yeah, so you can do anything with Python, and string is very, very important. And next week, we will learn list. Okay, let's see what we will cover next week. And also I have to give you some assignment to do for go through these operators. And there are exercises. As you can see, there are a couple of them. So if you have been following this lesson very well, it's so easy, as you can see. So easy, but it's good to go through. And then what's we have covered actually strings. Everything I was talking about, for instance, something I didn't talk about, the new line. What does that? The new line means print I love. And if I say Python very well, this allows me to create a new line, as you can see. Let me show you. A new line has been actually created because of this. So we call it this escape character. And sometimes, for instance, if you have seen, I love, or maybe, wait, let me say, it is hard to write percent in the string, Have you seen? Because percent is already reserved, and as no, it has been rendered, but sometimes maybe we can use the skip character to even the skip y, because we are not skipping anything. Maybe I can demonstrate this. For instance, slash is hard to write it. If I have one slash, you don't see it. Oh, really? It's a surprise. Backslash for some reason, but anyway, it used to be. We didn't. Maybe I think then the latest version has. But what we should do, we have to make 2 slashes to get it printed out. As you can see now, even though I'm using 2 slashes, I'm just having one because one of the slashes actually acting as to prevent this like to be ignored, right? And for instance, if I say I do not like this, so now if I okay. But how about if I say, because let me just show you.
Asabna, I'm sorry, can I add something?
Yeah.
I think there is a common, there is a code, single code missing because of that it is not skipping.
Yes. Which one?
Yeah, line 129.
So double quote?
No, I mean the slashes that you used, and you wanted them to be skipped. I think there should be a single quote there to skip it.
No.
Right after the slash, no?
No. Yeah, I think it skipped it actually. As you can see, we have 2. It didn't actually manage to, it didn't print both of them. It just.
What if we have 1?
If you have 1, actually, now as you can see, it's still understand. It just consider it as in wait, let me comment this out first. It gets some printed out. Maybe it's because of the latest version.
Maybe if you put a single quote there after the slash, I mean this one, then it skips.
Single quote?
After that.
Yeah, but that's the point. I'm coming to that. I think the main purpose of this is to skip. But now we don't. Now, if you just stay a bit, you will understand, I think. So let's just give it some time. Now, guys, what I'm trying to do here, if you look at me, I have a single quote outside, and I have also 1 quote inside. So this doesn't work in Python. To make it work, I have to follow 1. I have to skip this, and I can use this to make it work, as you can see. 1 way, or the other way, what we should do, we have to use a double quote outside the external string. It should be double quote, and now we don't have to worry about the single quote, as you can see. Yeah, so this is the alternatives. I think by now you should see what's the importance. And if we have also, for instance, double quote both, it's also impossible print. Let's say the old cliche of an apple a day keep the doctor away might not work. Might not work. As you can see now, I have two double quotes, the outside and this. So, but as you can see, this is a phrase and it's a quote and we want it to be quoted. So to skip this, I'm skipping it and I can also skip this. And I have still the double quote outside and it should work. Or another way, just you don't have to worry about using the skip, the skip character. You can just make this and you just don't need, and you can make this lower, single quote and it should work. Okay, now these are very important. We can skip the single quote, double quote, or backslash sometimes whenever we have to the backslash. But as you can see, the latest Python version is actually creating this tab is a space. Okay, let me just show you something. For instance, print first name, and I can add here and last name, and then age of someone. And based on this, I can just print, if I print this, as you may see, first name, last name, age of someone. But if we have number, that would be much better also. Let's just change this to my name, for instance, or maybe John, because John is so short. And last name is Doe, and John Doe could be about 30 years. And let's see how but as you can see, we want first name here, Doe here, and age. Better way to do that, we can use actually here, a tab. And if I put a tab in between, let me show you again. Tab is creating 8 spaces or 8 tabs. Of course, we have to do the same in here. And again here. So it may create very good layout. This not bad, but still we didn't have the 1, 2. Let's try to make, because this is short. Yeah, and as you can see, this maybe I think I can go for 1 word, a name, just like name, and age would be just okay. Then I can remove the last name just to demonstrate that. As you can see, name Joe and age 30. So it allows us to format. And if we say, and again, tab, and let's give him a country, and the country is going to be Finland, country, and we have to give him tab, and it's going to be Finland. Yeah, so this tab allows us to create tab. Is it only like this, or can we also create somewhere inside the string? I love to create a tab. Okay, then let's create a tab in here. Tab. Why not? Why not here? Yeah, you can create tab anywhere. So you just create 8 spaces. As you can see, it has been created here and it has been created here. Let's see if there is something I have missed when I was teaching, and we have covered all this. We have covered. So I don't think I can cover everything here. This is more exhaustive, so I would recommend you to go here, but most of the important methods have been already rated. I don't see something that has been missed. So go through this exercise and you will be really good at strings. And next week we will learn this list. And if we manage to finish the list, why is not continuing to the next page? Let me just go. I have another way of going to the next page. Oh, then it would be conditional if we have time. Yes, so if you have time, you can also read this. Something I want to show you. Do you remember the Mississippi? This Mississippi case. There is one very good. Where was Mississippi? Over here. I can take it down. You have Mississippi here. Do you remember about set? Set is a kind of a data type that doesn't actually keep the repetition, and it removes the repetitive items or values. If we say print set of city, so Mississippi, most probably we have, let's see, have you seen? MSPI. So it just gave us the unique value. Okay, M once, I. Okay, then if we take I once, we don't care the rest. S and then P. MSPI. So just to show you how we remove duplicates, but we will learn about set after a couple of days. Where is it? Maybe after this. Here is again loops. It's very powerful. Let's see, when do we learn set? I think we learn here. Set. Yeah, I think you have learned something very important today. And let's close today's lesson here.